Good morning, happy Easter to you. For those of you that will be watching this later, this is a live recording, or this was a live recording. My name is Bernadette Petrie, the Soul's Life Coach and creator of the Barefoot Sanctuary. And on this Easter Sunday, rather than being in the sanctuary, I'm at home holding the Circle of Light meditation and healing circle this morning. So good morning, we've got people starting to watch. So if you are watching this later, you would need about an hour. Set aside an hour of your time, make sure you're somewhere where you won't be disturbed, and make sure you're comfortable, have some pen and paper to hand, and I invite you to come on a journey to discover and to reconnect with your very own, the God within you that was always there, which feels very apt on this Easter Sunday. Oh, hello ladies. So we have Yvonne Earle, Fiona McFadgen, happy Easter honey in Australia. Mairead Moody, oh, good morning my love, so lovely to have you here with us. Good morning, good morning. I'm just going to put this in and convince myself it changes the sound. There we go. Oh, good morning. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Kelly Clark, hello sweet one. Hello honey. So beautiful to have you here again, everybody. So, wow, Easter Sunday. It's good. So the session, we will start in a few minutes when we're sure that everyone that's here that wants to be here at the beginning is here. Vivian Black, oh my goodness, hello sister. Oh, be still, honestly. Vivian Black, how lovely. Good love to you. I think you're probably still in America, sending you love across. Lorraine Cunningham, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I need everyone to shout out where they are in the world today as we make this circle bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then people will be watching it later, and I want you to allow space for those people to come in. So, and Caroline Bryce, oh good morning, good morning. So quite a lot of Scottish people here. Well, they're all Scots, but you're all spread out, and Irish people spread out all over the world. Sarah McKinley, happy Easter, good morning, good morning. Sheena Skinner, hello, hello. Oh, happy Easter guys, thank you, happy Easter. I was just watching, or I walked in and the news was on, and I think the Archbishop of Canterbury was talking about how important it is for everyone to stay at home and not for ministers not to go to the church and deliver churches and in the churches. And that's what I was thinking. That's why I'm here, not at the sanctuary, because the sanctuary is within. God is within, and that's what we're remembering, and that's what Easter Sunday is all about. Patricia Gibb, good morning. Oh, lovely. So we have some returning circle attendees and some new ones. So guys, if you can say where you're from, just put on your, so that other people can get a sense of where you all are. For those that haven't heard me say where you're from, just say whichever country you're in, and that would be beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. I'm just going to drink my tea. I noticed when I watched the replay last week, I said I was drinking my tea, and every time I went to take a sip, I spoke. So I'm just going to sit for a minute whilst you all say where you're from. So tell everyone where you're from. Don't be shy. North Berwick, Patricia Gibb, wonderful. Waterford, oh my goodness, wonderful Lorraine. Waterford in Ireland, how fantastic, beautiful. I love that place. West Sussex, here we go. Adelaide, yay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I get that, Lorraine. Lovely that you're there. Oh my goodness, wonderful. And if anybody, oh, East Lothian, wonderful, Sarah, yeah. Trinent, wonderful, yay. Which for people who don't know, Trinent's East Lothian as well. So we have little towns that make up East Lothian. Obviously I'm in North Berwick. Oh, love Sandy. It took me a minute to compute the names and the faces. It was beautiful to see you yesterday. Ballymena, Ballymena, hey, but living in North Berwick. Oh, and And Susan, good morning. Thank you so much, Danny. You were all in mine too. And I'm well. You can see I'm here. For those of you that were curious about the operation, it went really beautifully. It was an incredibly beautiful experience. And I felt incredibly supported and held through the whole thing. I could feel all your love. I had a beautiful tree outside my window that was just like whispering to me the whole time. And then when I went to the operating theatre, I asked them if we could play music that whatever. And I chose Take That, the Circus. So when I came to, all I could hear was Gary Barlow, and it was just beautiful. Port Seaton at North Berwick. How wonderful, how wonderful. Okay, guys, so whilst we're waiting a few more people to join in, I'm going to pull some cards for you. So I'm going to pull 5, as I always do. Just let whichever one resonates out of the 5 be the thought that you anchor during the meditation. So maybe when you hear the 5, write down the one that resonates with you, and then use it when we go into the meditation this morning. Okay, card number 1. I want to be well known. Don't we all want to be known for the truth of who we are? And that's what the divine also wants us to say. The divine wants to be well known. God wants to be well known. The I within wants us to know it well. I want to be known well. Well known. Number 2. Perfect. Hold your beliefs loosely in your hand. Whatever they are, good or bad, just for now, hold them loosely in your hand. I want you to release any tight controls over any beliefs you have right now. Okay. White Kirk, Lizzie Martin, good morning. Good morning, honey. I'm pulling 5 cards. This is card number 3. It is vital to enjoy your resting place. So after this session, rest in the knowledge of who you are. And that will be very vital. Okay? Number 4. Connect to the teacher inside of you. And that's what this session's all about. To connect you to the God within, the greatest teacher ever, inside of you. And number 5. The mission, we've had this before. The mission is to express, not to impress. And that again is a reminder to me. So that's what we are. The mission of this life is to express who we are, express what it feels like to be a human, as a spiritual being on a human journey. We have to express what it feels like to be human. And that's the shadow and the light. Okay, so that's our 5 cards this morning. All right, guys. So let me just... and what I need to do, which I didn't do last week, bear with me a second, make sure I'm not disturbed, because somebody tried to ring me last week during the recording. That won't happen now. Eve Thompson, good morning. Welcome, welcome. We're just about to start, so that's really cool. Okay, just let me know how the sound is going. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Let me know how the music level is. I'll just turn it down slightly. Does the music sound okay? Awesome, thank you, thank you. And I forgot what I was going to say there. I think I'll just have another sip of tea before we get going. Oh yeah. This song is by Sarah McLachlan, Angel. So just use listening to the song to get yourself in a comfortable position. Also use it if you haven't got a pen and paper handy. Get some now. You'll need a couple of sheets. So get that and a pen handy, something to lean on. If you have a candle nearby, light it now, set it in front of you, and make sure you're fully comfortable. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Sarah McLachlan. Just beautiful song. Like all of you beautiful souls on this epic human adventure. Okay, so we'll let that play out, and then I'm going to open with a prayer from the book that people who come to the circle at the Barefoot Sanctuary will be familiar with. This is Debbie Ford, Discovered the Light Within. She actually is no longer on the planet. She died, I think, 8 years ago, and a few years ago, through the powers of communicating with the psychic medium, it was made known that she had already written another book, and it was in her drawer, or, you know, and it was discovered, and this is it. So she wrote this just before her death, and then it was published after her death. And I discovered it during the time that I was starting to really get into writing Permission to Shine, my first book, and I felt her presence the whole way through that process of me putting down all of the things that I needed to put into that book. I've had her with me. Claire Ward, hello. Welcome. You're in time. We haven't started yet. Just make sure you have you're comfortable, you've got your pen and paper, got your candle. We're just enjoying the music for a moment or two, and we have people from all over the world. We have people in the south of England, we have people in Scotland, we have people in Ireland, we have people in America, we have people in Australia. Have I forgotten anywhere else? I don't think so. So wonderful to have you here. So I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. So what I would also like before we start is, anyone has any intentions that they want to share for the circle this morning. If you have an intention that you want to share, please do so, because what we're all feeling what everyone's feeling. I think that's what I've been reminded of very recently. Everything that we are feeling is a reflection of what's going on around the world. So if one person is able to share that, that would be awesome. So if there's any feelings or emotions you want to share, Fiona Simpson, welcome. If there's any emotions or anything that you want to share, just pop it in the post now. But when we do get going, there will be no need for any interaction. You won't have to think about anybody else. You'll be going deeply within. I won't be asking you for any feedback, but it's just in this pre-bit. If you wanted to share anything about how you're feeling, it probably isn't just yours. It might even not be yours at all. So just by sort of releasing it out, we are shifting it already and handing it over to the divine. Okay. So I'm going to start with this prayer. So take a deep breath, close your eyes. And actually, I want to just clarify yet again. I know a lot of people who are familiar with my work maybe know, but when I say the word God, I mean the God that's within, the God that's within me, that glorious onward direction, that truth. And I mean the God that's within you. And I don't mean any disrespect to any religions whatsoever. I just think that God has been hijacked, misunderstood, and it's about our relationship with God that's the most important thing. So that's the God within you. Thank you, God, for today is the day. Today, I open myself up to the music of the universe, the divine symphony that continuously plays when my heart and mind open up and become one with you. Today, I am in complete harmony. I am ready to hear your lullaby. God, I am open to be soothed and comforted by the goodness that resonates within me and outside me. Today, I have the courage to listen to the songs of the heart and the melodies of the mind, which are filled with love, hope, endless kindness. Your tunes, dear God, are soft, gentle, and inspiring. Today I allow the music of the highest realms to dissolve any thoughts of limitation or deprivation. I give you permission, God, to tune my level of consciousness so that I am in complete harmony with the divine. I bless and thank you, dear God, for all the gifts you have given me, for all the gifts you have given others, and for inspiring me to harmonic perfection. And together with you, I say, and so it is, and it is so. Amen. That's called God's Lullaby. So I'll just remind you of the 5 cards that we pulled for anyone who's come in. Hello, Caroline Foster. How beautiful. A sense of gratefulness and rebirth. Patricia, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And that's an invitation. That's what the world is I think bubbling up, particularly in this incredibly what seems a really challenging and unknown time. We have no idea yet of what's going to happen, but there is this desire for a rebirth, and that is something that we have within us at any time. We can choose to remember who we truly are, and in that process we are reborn within ourselves. Deep calm and rest. Sheena Skinner, lovely. Yeah, and that ties in beautifully with the card. It is vital to enjoy your resting place. So the 5 cards are: it is vital to enjoy your resting place. Hold your beliefs loosely in your hand. I want to be well known and connect with the teacher inside of you. And finally, the mission is not to impress, but to express. So this circle of light is an invitation for you to remember, to go on a journey to remember who you truly are, a spiritual being of light on an incredible human journey. And so to be able to get our vibration and to release some of that stuff that maybe we've been feeling all week, and maybe all of the emotions that feel the opposite of deep calm and rest and the opposite of rebirth, I want you to get your pen and paper, and I want you to allow yourself just to express on this piece of paper all of those feelings, all of those emotions, and just, it's almost like a toxic purge, because a lot of the things that have been coming into your head and you've been feeling in your body are not yours. You are feeling what the world is feeling. And if you're watching me, you are a light worker, and a light worker is here to transmute the darkness by owning their light. Okay? And so it's not even necessarily your stuff. So if you are watching me, you're watching me because you're a light worker. And it's time for us to step in to the truth of that. That's who we are. We are beings of light on a human journey, and we are here to transmute the dark. And that's what we're going to do. So get your pen and just allow that darkness to come out onto the paper. Just give yourself a few minutes and let it flow. don't need to read it back. It isn't yours. It isn't yours. And in the process of ripping it up, we transmute it for the lie that it is, for all of it. None of it is real. And when we are not afraid of who we are, it has no control over us whatsoever. So rip it up. And feel that lightness return through your body. And this just belongs in the bin, or you can burn it later. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Good morning, Roz. Lovely to see you here. So if you missed that, we've just allowed ourselves to write down on a piece of paper everything that we've been feeling that has been in our system all week, knowing that it isn't even our stuff, that it's stuff that we are just feeling. But if we allow it to come out and we aren't afraid of it, and we put it down on paper because it doesn't frighten us to look it directly in the face, it has no power, and we rip it up and it is gone. So how's everybody feeling? Good morning, Camille. Good morning. I'm not sure if you just joined. Beautiful to see you. Camille's from Bristol. Roz is from East Lothian. So what we've just done there is we have just allowed ourselves to put all the emotions that we've been feeling all week, that we've just been feeling, not understanding them at all, thinking that maybe they're ours, feeling bad because we think they're ours. And we've just put all that down on a piece of paper and we've ripped it up and it's gone, because we're not afraid of looking directly into the eye of darkness. We are beings of light. So if you guys have just joined, I don't know when it shows that you've just joined, you might want to do that very quickly. Now we're going to start the journey. Going live. People always say live productions are interesting. Here we go. Okay. So I take it everyone's feeling okay. If anyone's confused at all, do let me know, because afterwards we won't be communicating for a wee while. We're going to go into the meditation, which is going to last just under 40 minutes, 35 minutes. So if everyone's good to go, just somebody give me a thumbs up and I'll take it that you're all okay with that. Wonderful. Wonderful, Lizzie. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So one of the things I really want people to remember, and which is why we do this work, is that the sanctuary is within you. Your own sanctuary has been within you from the moment you came onto this planet. And, oh, wonderful, wonderful. And so we are going to go on a journey. I'm going to take you through a journey to connect you to your body. Then I'm going to take you on a journey to take you into your own inner sanctuary. And when you're in your own inner sanctuary, you're going to sit and you're going to receive words of wisdom from your own, very own eternal self. The part of you that can be everywhere all at once. The eternal version of you, the true sense of who you are. And so after we've returned from the sanctuary, you're going to write a letter. Let her write a letter to you She's going to reveal that to you when you're in the sanctuary, and you're going to let that letter be poured out of you, and you will have that at the end of the session. Okay. So now I want you to take a deep breath. And if you're sitting up comfortably, that's perfect. But now you can close your eyes down, as I am going to. I'll only open my eyes if I need to read something. And I just want to dedicate this session to all the key workers and all families who have lost someone right now. And this is for you, and this is for all of us, because we are literally all experiencing this as one consciousness. And we have to allow ourselves to experience it as one consciousness if we can. So close down your eyes, and immediately you'll be able to start to feel what's happening in your body all the more. So pay attention to any parts of your body that feel heavy and stuck, and go to them immediately. So allow the light that is within you to go to those parts of you that are needing your assistance right now. And sit in that darkness and feel the light emanating into the shadows until that part of your body feels peaceful and relaxed. And take a few deep breaths as you feel the light moving through that part of your body. Breathe in through your belly, just like you did when you were a baby. And with every breath you take, the light gets stronger. And the feeling of peace grows within your body. And now that that part of you has been immediately taken care of, I want you to bring your attention to your feet and become aware of a warm ball of light around your toes, the soles of your feet, around your ankles. Feel that light moving up the front of your legs and the back of your legs, right in to your organs inside, all the way up deep inside all of your internal organs into your belly. Feel that light moving up in and around your heart, spreading through your chest. I want you to imagine it's almost like you're moving internally, a tour through your body. And these little beams of light are guiding you to become familiar with the machine that you occupy. This incredible technology that we have all been given to journey on this planet. So feel yourself rising up now above the heart, into the expanse of your chest and your lungs. Incredible technology. Feel yourself moving up with this light into your throat, onto your lips, your nose, your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, the top of your head. And from here in the powerhouse of your mind, you get to see this incredible technology that you occupy. And in your mind, in the top of your brain now, a door is opened and you step in through that door. And from there, the whole wall is full of screens And that is your control, the control room of this incredible avatar. And on all the screens above you, images of all moments of your life are visible, changing and flashing over and over and over again. All parts of your body are being monitored by a screen. And you see how much care and attention is taken into making sure that this vehicle operates and continues to let you have this earth experience. So right now I give thanks to every single cell that works so hard to enable you to be and see that it's working. This technology is working so hard in some areas where you're absorbing toxicity, where you are fighting the fight of the small reality. And just see those warriors working, helping you to come back into balance, helping your avatar to get back on course. And now I want you to become aware of yourself sitting in your home, fully seeing your body from the outside, looking at your hands in your mind's eye, feeling your fingers wriggle. And I want you to then connect energetically with all of us together in a huge circle of light. Each of us in our homes in Scotland, Ireland, and across the world, America and Australia and anything in between. And become aware of those souls that will join later in this circle as they listen to this recording and see the expansion of all these beings of light, connecting, owning their divinity, stepping out of the story of the small self, looking for that rebirth memory. And feel the beauty and the power of this circle. This beautiful circle of light. A circle of light makers, light workers, spread out across the entire world. And now I want you to imagine that from your home, energetically connected to this circle, you are now able to step through another doorway, leaving your body sitting where it is. And as you turn and face your body, give thanks to the human that you are now. And look upon yourself with fresh eyes. Eyes that see only your beauty, your humanity. Eyes that see all that you've overcome. And place your hand on your cheek. Give your human self a kiss on the forehead. And promise you will return. And I turn towards the archway that is formed ahead of you. And collectively, on the count of 3, we will all step through our individual archways. And you have done a quantum leap. You have stepped into a parallel universe of sorts. And you find yourself standing in a beautiful, open plain. And And to the left and to the right of you, another being of light has appeared. And you look down at your body, and it is still you, but it feels more alive, lighter than it did when it was sitting in the chair. You have no baggage with you here. You're in your bare feet. You connect to the earth below, and all feels well in your body. And you look to the left and to the right of you, and you feel a swelling of love. You feel an anticipation from each other, and you feel a giddiness of owning your light. And each of us step forward, and we sit down together on this plane, and we become, in the true sense, a circle of light. And pay attention to how beautiful it feels to be without baggage. To just be. And together we hear this prayer emanating within us all. Dear God, Spirit, Divine Mother, on this day we ask you grant this request. May we know who we are and what we are every moment of every day. May we be a catalyst for light and love, and bring inspiration to those whose eyes we meet. May we have the strength to stand tall in the face of conflict, and the courage to speak our voices even when we are scared. May we have the humility to follow our hearts, and the passion to live our soul's desires. May we seek to know the highest truth, and dismiss the gravitational pull of our lower selves. May we embrace and love the totality of ourselves, our darkness as well as our light. May we be brave enough to hear our heart, to let it soften, so that we may gracefully choose faith over fear. Today is the day to surrender anything that stands between the sacredness of our humanity and our divinity. May we, in this circle, be drenched in our holiness and engulfed by your love. May all else melt away. And so it is, and it is so. Amen. And as you sit now in this circle, all else melts away, and you find yourself standing alone. And the scene has changed, and your favorite place in nature has appeared in front of your eyes, your very own heaven. And the sounds and the smells open your heart and make you feel more alive than you ever thought possible. And ahead of you, you see a building in the distance. And you know that it's been waiting for you your entire life, your very own inner sanctuary, created with every thought and dream you ever had as a child. In those moments of daydreaming, you were building this safe, beautiful place for you to remember, for you to return to, for you to heal, and to feel and own and embrace your divinity. So in your bare feet, you step forward. Step by step, you move towards this building that has been waiting for you your entire life. You sense its shape, and it feels so inviting. And now you find yourself right at the doorway. And it will look exactly as you need it to look like. And every single sanctuary will be unique. So place your hand on the handle. Feel its familiarity within your grasp. And open the doorway. And as you step in, you close the door behind you. And you have never felt more at home. How can such a place exist that you have never visited before? But the truth is, you have. You have never left it. Only part of you has left it. Your true self is always within this formation. And as you walk into the center of the building, of your beautiful, safe sanctuary, you see a being of light sitting in the center. And you know it's yourself. You know it is the eternal version of you. The part of you that can never be extinguished. And you go and you sit down in front of this eternal part of you. This beautiful being of light. By any tangible form, but you just know it is you. And you can drop all the masks and all the facades in the presence of this being of light. And all the emotions that you've been carrying on your own, still denying that you've been carrying, you can hand over to this being right now. You surrender totally to the power that is within this sanctuary. And allow this beautiful being of light to embrace you, to hold you, to comfort you, to welcome you back home. And you grieve for all the parts of you that you've tried to hide away for years. And you grieve for all the moments when you chose to reject yourself. And moment by moment, you feel yourself returning to your wholeness. And moment by moment, the divinity surges through your veins. The truth is reawakened within you. You see the world through fresh eyes. You see yourself through eyes of pure love and pure consciousness. And you listen to your eternal self speak to you now. As she whispers in your ear the truth of who you are, you allow it to drop into every single cell. So listen now. Listen to her tell you the story of you, the truth of who you are, that you need to know at this time, so that you can be reborn into the version of who you came here to be. Listen with every cell of your being. Now pick up your pen and paper and write down the words that she is telling you. Write them down exactly as she says them. And read those words back to yourself in the safety of your own sanctuary. Commit them to your heart. Etch them deep within your psyche. Own the truth of who you are. And you are safe to be. And you are safe to be. And you are safe to be. And now as you sit in the sanctuary with the truth restored to your psyche and to your heart of the truth of who you are, this beautiful being of light, you become aware of the room filling with more beings of light. All the parts of you that have been shut into the shadows and all the parts of you that you have rejected within others. And one by one, they come into the sanctuary, into the circle with you. And you welcome them with open hearts, with an open mind. You recognize yourself. You're reunited with all parts of who you are, who you were, who you will be. It is a reunion like no other. And see those memories that were on the screen in the control center flashing once again before your eyes. Moments of your childhood, maybe moments of other lives, all now brought in to the truth of the big reality. Feel a lightness in your body. Feel the divinity within your very cells and fibers. All the lies are transmuted. All the stories that kept you feeling small are extinguished. You are safe to be. You are free to be you. And in the center of this circle, you stand on your feet. You claim back your power. You own your divinity. And you feel the power of this consciousness deep inside of you. And you feel the power of knowing that you're connected to everything and that you are the light. You are the light of the world. You are the one you have been waiting for. And see the nods, the excitement as you dare to accept this new reality. In this sanctuary, you are being galvanized, rejuvenated, reborn. You will step back into the world as you know it today, but you will step back with a whole new perspective, with an awareness of your true power, of your true divinity. That your intuition is your secret armor. That your heart and your emotions are where your safety lie. And now feel yourself and allow yourself to move your body in the wake of all of this love and light within your sanctuary. God is within you, always was and always will be. Any other story that tries to tell you otherwise is the lie. Remember, allow it all to flood back into your mind. Feel the support of all those that have left the planet that loved you. Feel them nodding in agreement. They They know the truth of who you are. They always did. And they are supporting you right here, right now, as you own and accept the big truth of who you are. This world needs you. This world needs you to be fully you. Are you ready? Are you willing? Feel yourself moving, transforming to the truth of who you are. And you feel yourself spinning and dancing, allowing it all to percolate. Feel yourself expanding, moving beyond your own sanctuary. You surround it with your ball of light, and you find yourself again in the circle with all the other light beings. You have brought your sanctuary with you. It is within you always. And feel the power and the collective rejuvenation and rebirth of all with you in this circle. To the left and to the right, you sense another being of light. And to the left and to the right, you sense that you are not the only one that has been transformed. The circle feels more powerful, more beautiful than ever before. And breathe it all in. Breathe it all in. feel others moving out of the shadows into the circle with you. And as you sit in this circle with these beings of light, you open your eyes and you see the truth of who you are reflected back at you. Energetically, you connect heart to heart, and you each accept your mission to express who you are on this planet from here on in, to express all of who you are. And ahead of you once again appears the archway, and you stand and feel your feet connecting to the earth once more. And you know that when you step through that archway, you bring all of this love with you. This awakened sense of who you are. And that you will look for it in others and shine a light on their light. Always. So allow yourself to step through the archway and feel yourself standing above the body that you're occupying right now in your home. And step into that body. And feel that the truth has traveled with you. That what you experience there, you experience now. And none of it was a dream that wasn't real. You are a being of light on a human journey. And being human is the point. That's why it's hard. Because being a human is hard. But we can do, as Glennon Doyle says, hard things. So allow yourself to wriggle your fingers, open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much for sitting in this circle with me. There is nothing I would rather do. So take a moment, look at your letter again, read it. And if any of you came in halfway through, you will probably need to go back to the entirety to get the full benefit of this session. And it will be up. It will be put up again later on today, and then I will upload it onto the YouTube channel. The last 2-week sessions are already on the YouTube channel. So this is my letter. I'm reading it. I'm embracing it. Please read and embrace yours. You're so welcome, Sheena. So welcome. So if any of you do have any questions that arise from this or anything you're unsure of, please do email me, bernadette@barefootambition.co.uk, and or message me via Facebook. Don't hold back asking any questions. I would love to be able to answer in the best way that I can. And I hope that you feel ready to step into the full version of who you are. You are bright, bright lights in this world. Thank you for being you. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Claire. Oh, wonderful. Hello, Beverly. I don't know if you've just joined in. We are finished, but it will come up. So guys, please make the time. If you feel drawn to do this, make the time to go and do the whole session again, and the world will thank you for it. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, do, Bev. Big hugs to you and your beautiful family and your beautiful baby, the Easter baby. Oh, wonderful, Amanda. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and thank you all for being the beings of light that you are. And I will be back next Sunday. And if any of you haven't got my book and want to get it, I would love it if you did and you dove in and did the work. That would be the best thing that you could do for you and for me. And you can get it. I'm doing a big plug for Waterstones, because I love that shop, and they, like the Barefoot Century, they've had to close their doors, so buying from them online would be beautiful. Thank you, Lizzie Martin. Oh, so have a wonderful day with your family. Connect with them, and just pay attention to yourself, and make sure you drink water. Go outside and stand on the earth if you can. If you're able to and you can get to the grass, do so in your bare feet. That is powerful grounding, and it's really, really, really important. So it's not just a fad. Okay, lots of love to everybody, and thank you for joining me from all over the world. You are amazing. Bye for now.